Hey, I just got done watching the third episode of The Ultimate Fighter Season 8, and I'm going to just throw out some thoughts and talk about the teams and stuff. I didn't get all the names that were going around. It was just too fast when they were picking teams. Just the main guys, the big guys, I know Frank got Kristoff first pick, and I know Nog got Ryan Bader. And those are two really good fighters, and I got a feeling they're going to probably come in. They're going to be the last two fighters fighting at the finale. Just a hunch. I'm not going to put money on it, but it's a safe bet, kind of. Let's see what I have here. Oh, I put here, this season, the picking to me, it kind of mirrored the Ultimate Fighter Season 1, where you had Couture, who was picking team based on how well they could gel together and, fight, be together. And while Mir, on the other hand, he was picking a team based on the best fighters. So, I mean, we all know that Liddell's team in that season really just pulverized Couture's team. So we'll see how that strategy works for Nog and Mir this season. But I think, just looking from what happened before, this might help Mir more. But I mean, it might, in the long run, create more people that are going to join his gym, Nog's gym. So I mean, I don't know how it'll play out. I put a note here. Both coaches very hands-on. It's really neat seeing two guys that are really hands-on, like that. When you have, I remember past seasons where you had someone like Ken Shamrock who really wasn't rolling with the guys as much, or Matt Hughes seemed to be more of a drill coach than a actual hands-on guy that would actually drill with the guys and fight them and test their skills with his own bare hands. So that was pretty cool. Even before they got to pick the teams, they had two nose fractures, Brian and Karen, and they could not go on. So they got replaced. Let's see, they brought back, I know they brought back Kyle. I forgot who the lightweight was. I think it was Rolly. I think it was a Rolly. First night, Junie got drunk. He seemed to make a big deal about the team colors and about team pride and all that stuff. It really doesn't matter in the long run. He said they always say this. He said it was an act to try to look softer to his opponents, to be like the clown, and then when he fights them, he's 100%, going crazy. And I mean, that never works. But Efron, he actually thought this might be what he's doing, so he actually already figured it out, if that's indeed it, or if he could be just bullshitting people to make him think like he's doing this for strategic reasons, but I don't think it's working for him. Nog got to pick the first fight since Mir got the first pick, and Nog picked Ryan Bader versus Tom. Crazy haircut, Tom. I got a note here. Oh, Nog, he did a really good, well, in hindsight, but he did a really good detail about why he picked this fight. He said Nog wanted to take out their best wrestler with his best wrestler. That way his strikers will not have to go up against a wrestler, like that. And he knew his wrestler was better than their wrestler. So he went ahead and went for, it's kind of like you ever see rock, paper, scissors, think if two people put rock, but Nog's rock is better than Mir's rock, and he's able to win that way. Instead of, Nog threw out scissors, which is a striker or something, and, Mir's rock, which is a wrestler, can crush him. It's very smart, very strategic, so I like those reasons behind his pick. Kristoff and his wacky shrink wrap. He got to Bader's clothes, got to all the men's underwear on Nog's team, and wrapped them all up. And it was weird. You thought from the fight that you saw him in that he'd be like a really badass, kind of no bullshit dude. But apparently he likes to play around. And this is pretty friendly and nice. You know, I mean, this is even more innocent than antiquing. So, I mean, this shouldn't cause too much trouble. Hopefully it's a light prank war. No one gets kicked out because if it escalates too high. Let's see. Oh, guy here, Nog comes over and grills with the boys. That was a pretty cool segment. I always like when the coaches do that. Even if I don't like the coach. I mean, I think Tito Ortiz did it. And last season Rampage did it. And it's a good move. I mean, it kind of puts you on a relaxed situation where you're able, and he's able, and Nog pointed this out, see how his guys are before fights. See how relaxed they are and everything. And it seemed like Bader was very relaxed before his fight. Junie came in and did a little commentary on it and said they're all pretending to be some big happy family when they're not, you know, some makeshift family. Called them gay. Well, not to their faces, just on the little commentary, the little diary room entries. So, whatever. I was putting here, Tom is funny saying Ryan is better than him in every way. He did this whole skit where he just said, named everything down to haircut, where Ryan's better than him. So Tom has kind of that Forrest Griffin attitude, which is pretty fun. I got the fight here. Round 1, Ryan had a takedown. Before he got the takedown, they kind of scuffled at first. It really didn't look like you could give anyone the advantage. You could just tell Tom didn't want to go to the ground, and he did stuff, I think at least one takedown, before Ryan finally got one. And nothing really happened, and Tom worked himself back up from that first takedown. The second one, though, he got put down, and he was almost about to free himself, you know, pushing Ryan off of him, when all of a sudden he gets hit right squarely in the face, and he goes out fast. I don't know if usually it's a barrage of punches when people are ground and pounding people. You know, finally one hits and the guy goes dead. Well, with this one, it was just one punch that connected and he was out. So Bader has some nice hands. I mean, you know, ground and pound is usually a flurry, you know, a bunch of punches, and finally, sometimes people don't even go out from ground and pound. You know, they get the match called because they're turtled up, you know. But he was out cold on the ground. Tom was. Ryan got him good. So it was a good fight as long as it lasted. I think it lasted just a few minutes. It wasn't too long. I forgot to mention that Nog, as one of his coaches, he has a 67-year-old guy who they call Stankie. He's just really heartwarming and cute, and it's just one of those Rocky old guys, like from Rocky. You can do it, kid. You know, just yeah. You always see him with the gloves on, you know, taking punches, you know, giving pointers, and I don't know, just something attracts, you know, my eye. It's like, oh look, there's the old man helping. It's a fun little coach they got on their team. So, you know, I like. Good job, Nog, hiring a senior citizen. But at the very end, in the locker rooms, Stankie was giving a pep talk to all the others, saying, "Oh, now it's not over now. You know, you just got to keep on winning, guys. You know, and keep on pulling it out." And meanwhile, you had Mir, who was kind of consoling Tom, and really nice to him, and really friendly. He was talking about how everyone gets caught, and you know, if you haven't got caught, you haven't fought, you know, tough competition. So it was a nice talk from Mir. But our first win is for Nog's team, and he's going to pick again next week, it looks like. Then they showed the teaser for next week. And the teasers, at first it talks about, well, everyone's going to be drinking. And then they talk about Shane Nelson, who had a very good first fight. It says he tries to, you know, tempt Efron into fighting him. So it looked like he was trying to egg him on into a fight. Efron thought it was more strategic than it was from the teaser, but it looked like Shane really has problems with Efron for whatever reason. Then they also showed Junie going apeshit some more. You know, he gets drunker than this episode. a little bit drunker. They came out showing this clip where it seemed like he was trying to taunt a 205er, which not smart. And he's grabbing onto somebody as he's falling into a pool of water near the edge. So, and then Dana comes in, it looks like, and his voice is all hoarse, and he's talking about second chances and stuff. So, can't miss that. Seems like that's going to be really good, I guess, for in-house drama. Hopefully the fight, matches up to that. I would hate if someone went on home, especially Junie, who looks like he's going to give a lot of great material this year, on the episodes and everything. So, yeah, that's it for this week. Good episode, good fight. Hope to see you next week. Gonna watch next week. Hopefully Junie isn't kicked out, Efron isn't kicked out, or Shane isn't kicked out. Hate to see that happen. Alright. I'll see you later. Bye!